So, everyone wants to be a top Jumpy Dash player, right? Beating extreme demons, getting thousands of views, people recognizing your name. It sounds perfect, but what if I told you that being a top Judy player actually kinda sucks? Like, yeah, it looks cool on the surface, but behind the scenes, it's way more stressful, frustrating, and honestly exhausting than people think. So today, I'm gonna break down why being a top Judy player isn't as fun as it looks. Let's get into it. First off, the time commitment is ridiculous. To even become a top player, you're not just playing casually anymore. You're grinding. We're talking thousands, sometimes tens of thousands of attempts on a single level. Multiple. At that point, Jumpy Dash basically becomes your job. You're not playing for fun anymore. You're playing because you feel like you have to. Imagine spending like 4 to 6 hours a day repeating the same 10-second section over and over again just to die at 98% and then doing it all again. That's not relaxing, that's painful. And then there's the pressure. Once you're known as a top player, people expect things from you. They expect you to beat new top demons. They expect you to verify levels. They expect you to not mess up. If you die at 90%, people notice. If you take too long to beat something, people notice. If you don't upload for a while, people start asking questions. It turns into this constant feeling of, I need to improve myself again, and again, and again, even if you're already one of the best players in the game. This is probably the biggest one. It stops becoming fun. Jumpy Dash is supposed to be a game, but at the top level, it doesn't feel like one anymore. You're not playing random levels. You're not exploring, you're not just vibing to music and gameplay, you're stuck grinding the hardest levels ever made. And those levels, they're not designed to be fun, they're designed to be as hard as possible, which means frame perfect timings, awkward gameplay, random choke points. So instead of enjoying the game, you're fighting it. Let's talk about something people don't mention enough. The mental toll. Dying at 95% once is annoying. Dying there 10 times, that starts to mess with your head. You start overthinking, you start getting nervous every attempt, your hands get shaky, your consistency drops, and suddenly a level you know you can beat feels impossible. That is what people call choking, and top players deal with this constantly. It's not just skill anymore, it's mental endurance. Now let's talk about the community, because while the GD community can be great, it can also be very brutal. When you're a top player, everything you do is judged. Your completions, your options, even your gameplay style. If you beat a level using a certain method, people might say it doesn't count. If you verify something, people might argue about its difficulty. If you fail, people might clip it. And yeah, most of it isn't meant to be toxic, but it adds up. It feels like you're constantly being watched. This one sounds weird, but it's real. Playing extreme demons at the highest level is physically demanding. Your fingers are moving insanely fast. Your hand is tense the entire time, and you're doing this for hours. That can lead to hand pain, wrist strain, finger fatigue, and many more. If you don't take breaks, it gets worse. There are top players who've literally had to stop playing for a while because of the pain. That's how intense it gets. All of this leads to one thing: burnout. When you're constantly grinding, dealing with pressure, and not having fun anymore, you burn out. And when that happens, you don't even want to open the game. You lose motivation. You lose interest, even though it used to be your favorite thing. And this is why you see a lot of top players disappear or quit, not because they're bad, but because they're tired. From the outside, being a top player looks amazing. Skill, recognition, respect, but reality is way more complicated. It's stressful, it's repetitive, it can even be frustrating most of the time. And yeah, there are still good moments. Beating a level after thousands of attempts feels incredible, but you have to ask yourself, is it worth everything that comes with it? So yeah, being a top geometry dash player isn't just skill and glory, it's pressure, grinding, and a lot of stress behind the scenes. If you're aiming to become one, just remember, it's okay to play for fun. You don't have to be the best. Sometimes enjoying the game is way more important than being at the top. Anyways, that's just my take, and let me know, would you actually want to be a top GD player?